These kestrels are known as Apollo and Athena. This is their 4th year as a pair. They've successfully raised 12 chicks in the last 3 years. And now they're preparing for another breeding season together. It's only January, but for these kestrels, it's never too early to claim their nest. For the past 3 years, Ash Hollow has been their choice. Despite their history here, nest selection is an important stage of the kestrel's breeding cycle. Female Kestrel Athena enters. She's calling out to Apollo, who lands on a branch outside. She won't lay her eggs until springtime, but securing the perfect spot early is vital. Kestrels don't build nests from sticks and twigs, instead choosing cavities, such as holes in trees, like this box. To keep their eggs safe, they form a shallow depression in the nest floor. This is known as a nest scrape, which is what Athena's doing now, to test that it's suitable. Satisfied with a scouting mission, Athena exits, and it's Apollo's turn for a look. Apollo seems happy too. It looks like Ash Hollow will be their home again this year. But the kestrels aren't the only ones in the market for a nest. Apollo lands at the entrance, but he's got company, Jackdaws. And one drags him from the nest. A few years ago, I custom built this nest box for the kestrels. But these crafty corvids are interested in this site, despite plenty of available nest spots around the wood. Jackdaws are highly sociable, often forming groups that roost and feed together over a large territory. And as the breeding season approaches, pairs scout out many nest sites all at once. They're cavity nesters too, seeking holes in trees or rock crevices, which they fill with twigs to make their home. And while they only build one main nest, they often bring sticks into a number of sites to see if they're suitable. Once the nests are filled with sticks, other birds can't remove them. And they sometimes even block breeding birds inside, like this tawny owl. Jackdaws are known to damage crops and livestock, but their effect on birds of prey, and even their eggs, is less well recorded. In the 200 plus nest boxes I've put up around Yorkshire, I've found jackdaws to be a major issue. Since 1970, the jackdaw population has more than doubled, with 1.6 million breeding pairs across the UK. Meanwhile, kestrel populations have declined from around 100,000 breeding pairs to just 30,000 today. The odds are in the jackdaw's favour, but these kestrels won't give up without a fight, working together to scare off the intruders. They've stopped the jackdaws building the nest for now, but jackdaws aren't put off that easily. And they're cunning, attacking from behind as Athena tries to evict them. Despite these scuffles, the kestrels are still committed to their choice of nest, teaming up to try and win. But the jackdaws are persistent. Driving off the kestrels to make their way in. When Apollo lands outside, there's a standoff. He's got them blocked in. But eventually, the stalemate ends as the jackdaws push their way out of the nest. As spring approaches, the conflict continues, but the kestrels still have the heart set on this nest. The jackdaws have taken over much of the wood, and other nests are taken. It's worrying to think this is happening in nests across the country, and while the jackdaws could go elsewhere, this could be the kestrels' only option. I've already built 4 nests here at Ashwood, and adding more would risk overpopulating the area with birds of prey. So despite the constant fights, the kestrel courtship continues at Ash Hollow. Food passes are an important next stage, signalling that the male can provide for the female and their future chicks. Apollo and Athena have been together for over 3 years now, but no stage of courtship can be skipped. Apollo dashes inside with a vole, drawing the attention of the jackdaws. Athena arrives to receive the gift. And makes a swift getaway. But Apollo ends up clashing with the corvids as he exits. He proves he's a catch when he delivers a common lizard, which aren't that common here on the Yorkshire Wolds. And a few days later, they complete a vital stage of courtship. The pair mate on the branch, even as the jackdaws sit in the entrance. In March, the drama steps up a notch. Apollo arrives to find 2 jackdaws inside the nest, and decides to take them on alone. Jackdaws are bigger and heavier than kestrels. They pin him down, pecking at him with sharp beaks. But somehow he holds his own. In the melee, the jackdaws start pecking each other. Apollo narrowly escapes, and the jackdaws seem to have won, until Athena bombs in, snatching one from the entrance. A few days later, Athena enters the nest to look around. But she's caught the attention of the jackdaws. As she leaves, one of them heads in, leading to a brutal fight inside. Athena grabs the corvid's legs to take the upper hand. But the tables turn fast. Despite the jackdaw's weight advantage, she takes back control. And the corvid soon decides to retreat. Incredibly, the kestrels seem to be coming out on top, and at the end of March, Apollo decides to push their advantage. A jackdaw rushes into the nest, with Apollo hot on its tail. Hearing the commotion, Athena arrives too, but she's scared off by another jackdaw. Apollo dominates his opponent, holding it down until it makes a dash for the entrance. Another win for the kestrels. By early April, the kestrels seem to have gained a foothold in the nest. Athena is spending longer periods inside, tidying up, and even nest scraping. By night, she sits in the entrance to guard the nest. These are all signs she'll be ready to lay her first egg soon. But just as things seem to be settling down, Apollo arrives at the nest to find both jackdaws inside. Athena joins him and launches herself at the intruders. Apollo joins the fray. taking one opponent out of the fight. Inside, Athena's still got the Jackdaw pinned down. And Apollo jumps in to help his mate. It's incredible to see these Kestrels working together. And they finally oust the Jackdaws. The nest is littered with Athena's feathers, and she's come out with battle scars to show for it. Incredibly, the following morning, Athena returns to the nest, mobbed by Jackdaws as she heads in. Despite her wounds, she settles down and reforms her nest scrape, a sign she's ready to lay. And when she starts to breathe heavily, it looks like an egg is on the way. The Jackdaws land at the entrance with sticks, but even this doesn't deter this feisty falcon. She stands to reveal her first egg. Despite constant battles, the Kestrels have prevailed against the odds. It's clear to see just how problematic Jackdaws can be, and how resilient the Kestrels have been to hold their own. With their first egg safely laid, Apollo and Athena have worked together to secure their future. The breeding season is far from over, and there may still be challenges ahead, but I can't wait to see how they get on.